Okay, hello. Welcome to another Sweeping Saturday. I'm Janet, and joining me today is Delores, and today we're going to talk about practice. So Delores is going to explain a little bit more about the resources we have available for you.
I'll talk to you first about the one that we have in the arena. We have quite a few of our members coming out to practice, which is fantastic. So we wanted to provide you some things that you can use to do that and improve your not only your slide but your sweeping as well. So I'm just going to show you what we have at our resource center, and then over the next few weeks we're going to show you how some of those things can be used. Okay, so a few of the things that we have here, we have some sponges for you. These are to set up your line of delivery. You can slide right into these and the rock will just bounce them right out of the way, so they're not going to cause any damage or anything. So these are really great for that. We also have cones that can be used for the same purpose. They're more visible and they're very low so that when you slide over them you won't knock them down. If you use high cones, then they're easier to knock down when you slide through them. Some other things that we have some blocks over here that are numbered. What you can do with these is set them up along the sidelines of your sheet, and this is really to practice how hard you're kicking out of the hack. So you can choose a number between 1 and I don't know how many we have, 10. And slide, have a free slide. Don't put on the brakes by dragging your knee. Have a slide and try to stop at that number and do it several times in a row, and that will help you to normalize the kick that you get out of the hack. And you practice sliding to the different numbers in order to control that kick.
You can also use these in a team practice. Because we have 1 through 10, they can be used for the sweeping zone. So you can set up 1, 2, 3 in front of the house and the corresponding numbers through the house and do team sweeping drills, guessing where you think the rocks are going to end up and then checking.
Yeah, perfect. A couple of other things we have here. We have a drills book. Now there are dozens and dozens of drills out there that you can use. So I've put a drill book here, and there are several of them, so they can be used on different sheets. And what I'm going to do is add to this drill book. Every time I find a drill that I really like or that I think people will find helpful, I'll add it into the back of the binder. So if you go right to the front, you decide which skill you want to practice. You find that skill here, and it will give you the page numbers of the drills that apply to that skill. So again, we will be adding to that over the course of time. We also have here a rule book. This is just published, which is great. It's new. It's also amended every year. There's an update that comes out, and as that happens, we will attach them. It's good to know, not necessarily every single rule, but it's good to know the basics. For example, what happens if a rock is burned? It depends where the rock was when it was burned. Was it moving when it was burned? There are different rules applying to that. And these are things that you always have to deal with during a game. So we'll keep adding things to this. There are a couple of things we have that we don't keep out here. We keep them in the office, and you're welcome to sign those out anytime. One of them is a laser. This is a really great thing to use for a line of delivery. You put it at the other end. It's quite a powerful laser, so you can put it all the way at the far end on the edge of the 8-foot, for example, and shine it on the rock. So you have a little green light on the rock. It's best to use with a partner if you can, and then you use that as your line of delivery. And as the rock moves on the rock, as the light moves on the rock, it tells you exactly where the problem is in your delivery. We also have a smart broom. The smart broom is a Bluetooth. It's Bluetooth connected to your phone, and it measures
speed and pressure of your brush stroke.
So how many strokes per second and how much weight you're actually putting on the broom.
And it gives you then a figure that gives you a readout. So for example, 600 PSI. And you can work on improving your brush stroke or improving your weight on the broom by changing your technique. And you want that number as high as possible. And as Delores said, you need a phone and you need an app called Smart Broom, but it's a free app. And if you'd like to come out and try the broom, we're happy to have you sign it out and we can explain how it all works.
There's one thing that we don't have here because one of our members is out using it. So we're going to go and take a look at him using the flapper.
So we've got our member Dave here, and he's using what we commonly refer to as the plopper. But as you can see, it's a brush head hanging from a set of PVC pipes. and it gives you, if you're practicing alone, instant feedback of how you're doing with your line of delivery and your release as to whether you're hitting the brew.
This is the learning center that Janet was referring to earlier. We're in the curling lounge here, just beside the cloakroom outside the office. I set this up in December. It had different information up here. And then at Christmas time, I took that information down, put new information up. And then once February comes around, I'll change it again. So make sure you check here regularly to see what information we have. So the information we put up here, some of it is informational, others is skill-based, and then we also have information about the mental side of the game and communication. Something that I get asked about a lot is sweeping and how the different brush heads affect the trajectory of the rock, for example. So I've put up here a sheet that actually illustrates all of that information. And I've had quite a few members come in and ask for copies of that. If there's anything you see here that you would like a copy of, just come to the office and we're happy to share that with you.